There eventually comes a time when you understand that serenity is not something you stumble upon. It is something you engineer, stone by stone, decision by decision. And if you fail to command yourself, reality will inevitably command you. We are both familiar with the sensation of rage, that burning behind the ribcage, the tension that causes your fingers to tremble, that suffocating quiet after a dialogue has gone off the rails. You promise yourself you'll remain composed next time, yet next time feels identical to the last. Different faces, different circumstances, same narrative, same outburst. And this is the reality nobody wishes to confess. We do not become furious because the world is unjust. We become furious because we have yet to conquer the world inside us. Today, I want to offer you a different perspective. 5 disciplines, ancient, uncomplicated, and brutally truthful, that can render you nearly invincible. Not because existence becomes simpler, but because you become harder to break. Habit 1. Halt before you ignite. Most people perceive anger as an explosion, but in truth, it originates as a flicker, a single phrase, a look, a memory, an anxiety. The Stoics maintained that if you extinguish the spark immediately, you never have to battle the inferno. Marcus Aurelius once noted, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Consider that. You cannot dictate the traffic. You cannot dictate disrespectful people. You cannot dictate failure. But you can dictate the interpretation that fuels your response. The pause is your shield. 1 inhalation, 1 silent second. That is all required to select reason over reflex. The world believes strength is loud, but true dominion is silent. Habit 2. Anticipate the flaw. You often find yourself furious with others simply because your demands of them are too high. You demand truth from liars, fidelity from those who leave, compassion from those who never learned it, and stability from those who are lost themselves. Seneca once remarked, "How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. People will let you down, not necessarily out of malice, but because they are human, fractured in their own specific ways. Fighting wars you will never witness, carrying scars heavier than their speech. When you anticipate imperfection, a shift occurs. You cease taking everything as a personal attack. You stop handing over your tranquility. You stop holding the world accountable for your emotional balance, and suddenly, anger loses its leverage over you." Habit 3. Silence while you bleed. There are moments when life strikes you with force. Someone deceives you. Someone humiliates you. Someone presses the exact nerve they know will cause pain. And your immediate impulse is to strike back, to defend your image, to utter the words that will scorch the earth. But Epictetus reminds us, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your own mind is an accomplice in the provocation. You are not a captive of your feelings unless you volunteer to be. When you reply while you are wounded, the world owns your voice. Your history owns your reaction. Your trauma becomes your identity. So, here is the law. Never speak when your heart is shouting louder than your logic. Let the moment evaporate. Let the feelings subside. Return to clarity and then determine who you wish to be. Because composed decisions age gracefully, angry ones rot. Habit 4. Construct an internal citadel. You are easily rattled by people when you lack a sanctuary within your own soul to retreat to. When you rely on external validation, applause, comfort, and control. But the Stoics believed a person becomes immovable when they erect an inner fortress, a mental residence to which no one else holds a key. And you build that fortress by engaging in difficult tasks, sitting in stillness, auditing your days, walking in solitude, saying no when it is convenient to say yes, releasing people who exhaust you, selecting mission over ease. With every act of discipline, you lay another brick in your foundation. With every moment of restraint, you reinforce your walls. With every act of truth, you become someone you can rely on. The sturdier your inner world becomes, the less the outer world can vibrate you. Habit 5. Select purpose over pride. Pride is the screaming demand that insists, I must be victorious. I must be acknowledged. I must be vindicated. Purpose is the quiet conviction that says, I simply wish to live in accordance with who I promised I would be. One path leads to fury, the other to stillness. Recall the last time someone attempted to offend you. Your pride wanted to fight back, didn't it? But ask yourself, did their estimation actually alter your worth? Did their noise actually penetrate your truth? Or was your pride simply terrified of looking frail? Here is the secret the world neglects. You do not become unbothered by being unreachable. You become unbothered by not needing to be reached. The Stoics grasp this profoundly. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. You do not need to outscream them, outdebate them, or outhate them. You only need to outgrow them." Peace is not captured by violence. It is acquired by elevation. If you integrate these habits, the external world remains exactly as it is. Humanity does not suddenly turn benevolent. Circumstances do not magically become effortless. What transforms is you. Your capacity to witness rather than erupt. Your capacity to embrace rather than oppose. Your capacity to stand firm while others unravel. Your capacity to walk away without resentment. Your capacity to prefer silence over disorder. And this is where calmness becomes potent. Not soft, not submissive, not fragile. Powerful because it is deliberate. When you comprehend yourself, no one can weaponize you against yourself. When you govern your mind, you govern the reality you inhabit. When you release what is trivial, you become inevitable. There is a version of you, you can likely sense it, who no longer flinches at everything, who no longer gets dragged into conflicts, who no longer sacrifices sleep over people who do not even consider you, who no longer sabotages your own peace just to make a point. That version of you is not distant. It is one decision at a time, one habit at a time, one day at a time. Remember, you are not here to win every debate. You are here to master yourself. Let the anger fade. Let people be exactly who they are. Choose the silent path, the one that defends your serenity. If these words resonated with you, subscribe and continue your ascent with me.